Now, can I tell you something? I really miss the Christmas lights. I do. Now, I wasn't a fan of setting them up at Halloween. I really wasn't. But I am now really grateful that they were there for so long, because my neighborhood is so significantly darker and quieter right now because they're gone. So it's with great joy that our church, in her wisdom, celebrates today as Candlemas Day, a day historically celebrated with huge processions of torches, and when many parishioners to this day, I don't think here, are offered the opportunity to bring candles from home to be blessed.
We're going to bless the kids' candles.
Okay, so we're going to do that, see? For today, we remember and celebrate the light of the world, Jesus Christ, and the promises of God fulfilled. It is a day to think more deeply about the light of hope. In our gospel today, we heard the story of hope fulfilled when Simeon and Anna see and know the Messiah has been given. The promise fulfilled. Hope born into hearts and souls, for God is trustworthy. With the arrival of the Messiah, hope blazes. Hope for what is to come. A new creation, the kingdom, the reign of God, people taking care of one another as a first principle. Now, hope is neither optimism nor positive thinking. Positive thinking and optimism find the good in all circumstances, the possibilities, the lessons to be learned. Every cloud has a silver lining. Everything will fall into place. Just be patient. I never lose. I either win or I learn. It's not a bad attitude to have, but it's not hope. Because hope, in contrast, takes account of the reality we live in, the difficulties, the tragedies, the fluctuations, the upendings, and the shock. Hope does not demand that those be other than they are. Hope does not demand that we deny stark reality. And hope is not mustered by our own best thinking. Hope is given. But if hope is not just a fancy word for optimism or positive thinking, if it is not caused by gritty determination, if it is given, if it is a spiritual condition, then how do we get it? What is the source or foundation or generator of hope? From whence comes our hope? Now, the Greeks offer one answer. Zeus, the supreme head of all the gods, of all the Greek gods, decreed that fire was an element to be reserved only for the gods. Human beings were not going to have it. Prometheus, a lower god, in defiance of Zeus's decree, gave fire to humanity. Zeus was furious. And in retaliation, Zeus created Pandora, a supremely beautiful woman gifted with wisdom, kindness, patience, generosity, and health. Prometheus was besotted, and they made plans to marry. As a wedding present and a trick, Zeus sent a box containing all the horrible things: greed, envy, hatred, pain, disease, hunger, poverty, war, and death. Pandora was told, never, never, never open that box. But Zeus knew she would, because he had created her to be very curious. And so she did, resulting in all of life's miseries, spewing forth into the world. Horrified as she watched this, she slammed the lid of the box back down. And the last thing remaining in the box was hope. Hope did not fly away. It remained in the box. Now, the moral of this story is about the dangers of curiosity, but the subtext is about hope, its enduring quality. For it was not spewed out, but remains forever locked up until its birth into the world through the incarnation of Jesus Christ. Today, we celebrate hope's entrance into the world. Now, hope presents itself to us as longing for home, for paradise, for belonging. Hope glimpses a horizon, often far in the distance, as horizons are, of the good, the excellent, of a life worthy of our humanity, and thereby generates action by providing us with a glimpse of a time when all shall be well. We are galvanized by that picture and to work for its fruition. But let me get a little more concrete. My brother-in-law proudly played for the Buffalo Bills. So, although I am in no way a sports follower, I do have a special place in my heart for the Bills. So I read with keen interest before last Sunday of the fans and indeed the entire geographic region of Buffalo's remarkable hope for a Super Bowl. Perhaps the enduring hope of Buffalo, the horizon of victory ever present in the hearts and minds of the fans, might seem familiar to you, Chicago fans. But in Buffalo, however, for months and months and months before the season and during the season, every single phone call with anyone about anything, even as far as Erie, Pennsylvania, ends with, "Go Bills." The hope of victory unites an entire geographic region and thousands upon thousands of people. The hope provides the lifeblood of the area. The lifeblood. Fortunately for us, our lifeblood is not based on luck or skill. It is a secure promise made by God that life is gracious, precious, and eternal. That each and every one of us matters to God, our Redeemer, Creator, Sustainer, Mother of us all. We are each of infinite value. We shall not be overwhelmed by darkness. God sent Jesus to enlighten our world. And with that light, we are given hope and propelled to imagine, to glimpse the distant horizon, paradise. And from that vantage, we act for and with God's people to bring the light of Christ to brighten the small and huge spaces in our world. Our Bishop, Paula Clark, said in a letter to the diocese last week, "These are not easy times to live in. Truly, for some of us, just getting ourselves to church or to an online service on Sunday morning is an example of God's love triumphing." In the Diocese of Chicago, our motto is lead with love. And it's not a passing fancy, says the bishop. Leading with love is forever who we aspire to be as Christians. So we will help and care for and love our neighbors whoever they are and whatever they believe. As Christians, that's what we do. That's who we are. Who we are is hope-filled, ever aware, no matter how faintly, of the light of Christ, promised to Israel and born into our world. The light infusing us with courage, bold actions, faith, mercy, and love. We need not reach into our bones to find the grit to stay strong. We are given strength, fueled by the vision of a world we are called into. Perhaps the best examples of the light of hope in action are the prayers, consolation, and care we have shown to one another in these past few weeks as we mourn Chloe. Hope does not lessen the grief, but it does propel us to go on, following some mysterious path, illumined even faintly by the light. And hope is enacted daily by the Scouts. Where are the Scouts? The Scouts. I thought you were sitting together. By the Scouts. These young men and women who make their project to help other people at all times. To be of service to one another is our vocation as Christians, led and powered by the light of Christ. Thanks be to God.